is an attack on me personally, and I really resent it.
City Attorney Mara Elliott defending herself after a news conference about crime-fighting power of smart streetlights turned into a tense confrontation. It started when a group calling for more oversight publicly called her out.
Our 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala is joining us live on this story. Mimi, the group says they're worried about privacy.
And Steve, Lindsay, that is their main concern. And the city attorney chose to have her news conference here on 17th and Imperial, right outside of the Alpha Project, because a security guard was killed there. And the smart street light right up there helped track down the suspects for police. But the focus today shifted when those activists showed up.
The only witness to this vicious and senseless crime was the camera.
San Diego City Attorney Mara Elliott stood outside of the Alpha Project talking about how the cameras and sensors in the city's smart streetlights have helped San Diego police solve more than 200 crimes and track down suspects of high-profile cases, including murders like the one that happened here.
This is the homeless shelter area where Ernest Buchanan worked as a security guard until he was gunned down the weekend after Christmas.
And just last week, they helped find a man wanted for a fatal hit and run in Sherman Heights. But this news conference shifted when the Trust SD Coalition showed up, coming in hot with their concerns.
She's letting the police police the police.
Without knowing where their information oversight when it comes to the smart streetlights, and they're calling on the city to put an ordinance in place that deals with that.
And so an ordinance that will actually take a look at all of the surveillance technology is what we're asking for.
They're worried data collected from the smart streetlights could be sold to a third party. Elliott tells us, though, that'll never happen, and the data is wiped out after 5 days.
Have independent rights, they cannot sell it.
But another concern for the group here is a conflict of interest because Elliott owns stock in General Electric, which owns the company installing the sensors. She approved their contract.
We are here about accountability, transparency.
After standing by and listening, Elliott stepped in to defend herself.
I own $18,000 worth of stock to my kids' college account. In order to have a conflict of interest, you have to own at least 3% of it.
And a city council committee is set to discuss the idea of drafting up an ordinance surrounding the smart streetlights. That'll happen at a meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m. We're live in the East Village. Mimi Alcala, 10 News.